Hello everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft Ideas. I hope you're tired because today we're gonna look at some bedrooms. First off, we're gonna look at this beautiful minimalistic bedroom having two color palettes being green and white, and I guess you could always also say a little bit of yellow with the birch logs. It really adds to the very minimalistic and very clean design. Looking at the design itself, try to mimic a bedroom with a big open window to get extra light in, have some sunlight. It's always good to have some sunlight. The desk here, which you mostly have in your bedroom with your computer, in this case. And your dresser, which has all of your clothing. If you look over here, you'll see that I did some beautiful green plates, and in the green place is where you'll be sleeping. It also has some trapdoors to separate the study area from the bed area, and has some green carpet, or in this case it's moss, which will make your living place a lot nicer. For the light I use glowberries and some candles as well, and some small decorations here there with all the pottery. And if you notice, I use all of the plants that have the same color palettes than the rest of my room, with the azure bluet and birch sapling, as those are the only ones that have the white, green and yellow in them. Also a very nice touch, in my opinion, is using the glazed terracotta as a switch to one color palette to the other color palette, because the green glazed terracotta has the green of the moss and the white of the concrete. I would almost say it really adds to the entire thing. It has a very nice gradient going on from the green to the white, and it just adds a small little detail. Didn't really want to add too much details to this building, as this is supposed to be as clean as possible. And it also plays a part at night. It's very well lit up in the areas you want it to, and a little bit darker where the window is, so it gives you more of a, well, I would say that the outside world blends in your inside interior, and it's just wonderful and very modern. And then the next bedroom is more of a, I would almost say like a polar opposite to the last one. As the last one was very modern, this one feels more rustic, more authentic. I try to use the same wood for everything, for the walls and for the floor, and try to make it work really nicely. And it of course use a different wood, in this case spruce, for the details. It's the first time I actually used spruce with jungle, and I would say I absolutely love the combination of the two. If you're wondering where's the bedroom, well, it's all the way up here. Here's where you're sleeping. But I try to add some other aspects to the bedroom, as the desk here with your laptop, your mouse and your drinking cup, as your bookcases, and some even more bookcases down here. And this bedroom is maybe a little bit too big, but it's almost like a full-place building. But I really want to have like a multiple layer bedroom, and this is just so lovely. Down here we have your storage room, and maybe this is going towards the basement itself. So this is more of like an entire building, but the entire building is basically all the rooms in one big space, with the bedroom being a major part of it, as you have these two floors for the bedroom itself. And down here it's more of a well, maybe you got some more books here that you can read upstairs, and your storage for maybe all of your clothing or other stuff that you're gathering. Now if you look at the bedroom itself, it says somewhat of a master bedroom. I would say like a queen size bed. Of course you can't sleep in this thing, as they're glazed terracotta, but there's a small thing that you can do is you can either remove these two blocks, or you can just add a bed over here where the fences are, and sleep over here, while having this thing as a decorational structure instead. There's not that much light coming in from the outside, but just enough to make it charming. Then at night it becomes even more to life. The red from the jungle planks really jump out at night and give it a more cozy feeling and more cozy vibe. Honestly, this is something I would really love to have in my house. This is probably something I might actually take with me in my single player world and build something like this. And I really love the aesthetic of the entire building. It's almost classic Minecrafty, because there's a lot of classic blocks like the jungle planks and the spruce block. It's just so timeless as well. Then the next bedroom is more of a mix of the two ones we saw before. It's like the rustic feeling and the modern feeling at once. There's a lot of beds here. Those are not part of the building, but they usually love to be here when I turn it night. But, you know, they're kind of cute. Alright, so if you look at the bedroom itself, it's, as I said, this one is a little bit smaller. There's a lot of different kind of blocks. Well, this one is more pure concrete. This one has some quartz in here as well to get extra texture, and some decor blocks as some decorational part in the wall itself, which splits up different sections in the building itself. Even though the entire wall is white, the decor blocks make sure that kind of looks like the two different sections in the building. You got this big section, then where these dead coral blocks stop, and then you got that section. Without the coral blocks, it won't look that nice, and I just really love the vibe and the look of the dead coral block itself. It's a very undervalued block. It's a block most people forget about it exists, but it's absolutely amazing. It looks like you know, in those very old cottage buildings, you got those brick walls. Kind of looks like that, right? Like the big gray brick walls. And the carpet here made out of bamboo and carpet, and the dressing room over here for all of your armor. And that's basically it. It's very simple design, but it's nice. It's beautiful. It works. Oh yeah, the roofing is mushroom blocks, if you were wondering about what block it was. Then at night it becomes just a tiny bit cozier. You really get comfortable in here and just chill. Also, if you're wondering where you could sleep, obviously this bed doesn't work, but down here, as I said before, trapdoors, and beneath that there's a bed. So you could just sleep here in this bed and just close the trapdoors, and nobody will notice where your bed is, and nobody will destroy your bed because they don't know where it is unless you go looking for it, of course. Then next up is this bedroom. And you will say, bedroom? I don't see a bed. Well, yes, there is one bed. I tried to build a hanging bed, like one of those hanging mats that you can lie in and chill. But, I mean, it worked, right? It's probably not the best hanging mat you've ever seen, but I tried. And it's hanging, so I suppose it's a hanging mat. And other than that, if you look at the other stuff, this is also almost like an entire build on its own. With the bed being just a part of the rest of the build. You could make this an eating table, like a dining table, but in this case it's just like a table where you could maybe do your homework on or work on. Under the table you notice a lot of decorational stuff. For example, you got a grandfather clock here with the plants, and your study over here with all the books and your lectern. Little sink here with the tripwire hook and the composter. And on this side you got more of your storage up there as well. You got a little light, and this is a zombie head, by the way. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. If you look around, it's like a lot of things, because on the inside wall you got the copper and the lightning rods that go there, look kind of looking like they're pipes for water, and these looks like they're heating pipes. There's a lot of stuff. It's very chaotic, but it just works so well together. You'll also notice the glass over here. It's kind of a combination of this thing as well, but then more different. You could just leave it with the gray concrete, which is very dark and very mysterious, but you just love the extra light that comes in from the sun. And back here you'll see that like a purple glow. If you're wondering how I did that, it's basically just pink stained glass, and then there's like a layer of nothingness. And then there's a pink concrete behind that, and you just gotta add some light blocks like 1 block away from the wall itself, not from the glass but from the wall, so you won't notice it when you're standing far from it. And that gives that small glow in the circle itself, which gives that yeah, the beautiful pink glow, which really adds a lot to this build. It adds some kind of like a witch house, I would almost say, some magic to it. And looking at this at night, you'll notice that, well, it's basically all the same, except that you don't get the daylight from outside, and now you, instead of seeing the sun and the clouds and stuff, you now see all the stars. And so, and there you have it. Those were four very different, well, not so different actually. There's a lot of things that were the same, I would say. But, you know, with a bedroom, what could you do, right? You always need a bed. You always need like a dressing room and maybe some place to put your things in. So they're very different, but there's still a lot of similarities. So I hope you got some inspiration out of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.